As you can see, the Miss Beacon Plumbing is controlled by these flight controls, and they're controlled with my feet. So we control them down the straightaway by keeping the boat off the water, which makes it fast, but not too off the water, which makes it crash. So then we get down to the corner, and when we turn into the corner, we want it to stay on the water, but then at the same time, as it gets partway through the turn, we want to add more lift or more up elevator in an airplane to keep the nose up and to make it go faster around the turn. And you can see that happening too. So it's a real integral part of how the Miss Beacon Plumbing runs and what makes it fast or not. So all this is real complicated, but without the help of Bill Cahill and all the employees of Beacon Plumbing, couldn't happen. Kelly and Sharon, support us. Bill Cahill supports them. Makes the whole world go round. And thank you, Seattle, for supporting Beacon Plumbing. They do a lot for us. They do a lot for the community. And looking forward to the race.
Good? Okay.
Watch your head, Matt. When we go downstairs, watch your head.
What do you want? One video. You want video? I want video of the checker. Video of the checker. Okay. I can flip them. I can flip it easy. I just want to know. That's the thing I was going to do when I was there. I was going to take this out and put it in the car too. Somebody interrupted me and on the lawn. I know. I can't fix it. Hello? Hello?
Found it, the blue tarp next to a pink. Yep. And then Alan's gonna come to try to find you. Yeah, I texted you back and say yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go radio silence probably for about a half hour or something. Okay, bye.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yes, I would. Still or video? Still. Okay, I know. I just clarified. Yeah, it's fine. My equipment. No, but I got equipment. Okay. Phil. Yeah, buddy, he is getting his chance to operate the flags. The checkered flag. So he wants to go. Yeah, he wants to photograph. Some of the video, some of it on a camera. Stills. Can't wait till we get home. Like child men are just breakaways, bigger bodies. Boys are toys. Yeah, never grew up.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy Shane, HomeStreet Bank, looking good.
He is looking good. He set a course record for qualifying yesterday morning, over 157 miles an hour for Jimmy Shane in Miss HomeStreet. He may be the favorite this weekend.
And Dave Villock still getting the job done in the Beacon Plumbing, and this guy's been doing it a long time.
Oh, without a doubt, he's the winningest driver of all time, let alone the number of heats. I think it's 60-something heats or races he's won. So he's out for bear. Beacon Plumbing is a great sponsor, and we're looking forward to these guys in the future.
Dave Villock, 68 years old.
It's crazy.
How come you're still not out there, Dave?
Well, no, Dave's racer. I'm not.
Get out of here. All right, Jeff Bernard and a Goodman Real Estate. He looks good too, Mark.
Yep, he is a fast boat. That is one of the Miss Madison boats. He's a teammate of Jimmy Shane's, and he ran very well in some heat racing that we had Saturday afternoon. I wouldn't count Jeff Bernard out. He's a very experienced and savvy driver.
So is J. Michael Kelly, Boitano Holmes, Nate.
Yeah, he's really good. Without a doubt, can drive anything. A couple of weeks ago, he was at the Nationals. He won some national hydroplane events with outboards. His son is an awesome racer, and he did really good in the outboards too as well. But he's a definitely guy to watch. He can drive anything under him.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of local drivers, there's a lot of local owners in this sport. Jamie Nielsen's one of those guys. He's driving the old Cannery Furniture Warehouse boat.
And Jamie is a fast shoe, also an excellent baseball player. He actually was drafted by the Kansas City Royals. Look for him to try to get to that inside lane. He doesn't quite have the much speed as some of the other guys, but he also knows how to get around the course and keep some people outside of him.
How important is that inside lane, Nate?
Well, at this race course, it can be very important. Lane 2 is probably the fastest lane. So if you look at who's, the white flag just came up, so they're all legal. They just, there it looks like J. Michael Kelly's grabbed the inside. Oh, that looks like Bernard's on the inside lane. So he's grabbed the inside. Looks like we've got J. Michael Kelly coming up to grab lane 2.
Jimmy Shane hot-footing it around the south turn. We do want to let our viewers know there is a rule in place. In the 5-minute period before the start, the boats cannot go under 80 miles an hour, and they are checked by telemetry when they get back to the dock after the heat. So they're very careful, because if you go under 80 miles an hour for more than 1 or 2 seconds, you're actually disqualified. You might jump the gun, but you'll be disqualified. So we're about 20 seconds away from the start, and they are a little bit early, Nate, just a little bit early.
They're going to be creeping up to that line. Jimmy Shane looks like he's going to have it wired. Villock's going to have it wired.
Got a lot of speed on the outside. Coming down, start finish line. This is going to be a tremendous race. Tremendous race. Dave Villock was the guy who led them across the line and down to the south turn. But it's Jimmy Shane. Start is going to be under review. It was that close. Shane leads them off the turn, up the backstretch, out of the south turn. It's Jimmy Shane. He is leading. Well, he's leading. J. Michael Kelly is on the inside, and he's only a couple, 3 boat lengths behind. So here's a great race for first place. Jimmy Shane on the outside of J. Michael Kelly and those orange tail feathers.
And Jeff Bernard on the inside, he's in a tough spot right now. If they hold him in tight, he's going to have a lot less acceleration coming off the corner. But look at Jeff's
Shane
holding tight right against the buoys.
Oh, Shane didn't leave him much room at all coming off that turn. J. Michael Kelly in second place, and I don't know where Jeff Bernard is going to go, because his lane just went away. Your leader at the end of lap number 1 is the Miss HomeStreet, Jimmy Shane, with about a 6 or 7 boat length lead. Through the south turn just that fast, and off the turn and up the backstretch. It is Jimmy Shane in the lead in the Miss HomeStreet.
Villock's running around probably about 180 miles an hour in lane 6, but Jamie Nielsen inside of him in the slop is only with about a rooster tail behind him. So it's a good race there for the back. But again, this is a long weekend. All 5 boats are going to be in the finals, so it's kind of a chess match right now.
J. Michael Kelly trying to catch up to Jimmy Shane. Kelly is still a little ways behind, and Shane listed a lot of room around that north turn. And Shane knows he has got the speed, he has got the boat ride, and he gets the boat up a little bit higher under that boat where the nose comes up. He's got that canard, and J. Michael Kelly flying the boat as they come across the line to end lap number 2. There's J. Michael Kelly. He got the boat up in the air. He's got a wing on the front of that boat that can help get the boat up through the turn, but then you want to make sure it can fly up the backstretch and down the front straightaway. Jimmy Shane is your leader right now on the race course on lap number 3.
J. Michael Kelly's sneaking up on the inside, and he's within shooting distance here. If Jimmy Shane messes up this corner, J. Michael could snap it, but I do think Jimmy's in the driver's seat here.
Seeing a little more speed from J. Michael Kelly in this race than we saw on the testing and qualifying time trials, and there goes Jimmy Shane right by him on the outside. Everybody apparently is going to run an extra lap.
They all jumped. That's actually okay, because now they can all still race.
Extra laps for the 1, the 9, and the 40. So right now it is
the 11 and the 91.
11 and the 91 who are back markers right now. But look at J. Michael Kelly and Jimmy Shane. They are side by side as they come down to.
Mark, the big story here is it looks like Jeff Bernard is in the lead, if we got that right from the call.
Well, J. Michael Kelly, and they are putting on a whale of a race. You watch these guys fly these boats up the backstretch. Kelly is about 3 boat lengths behind. They have an extra lap to run, but they're still pouring it on. Shane on the outside, Kelly on the inside as they come to the north turn. We are seeing a great boat race. Now Shane gives him a lot of room on the inside. J. Michael Kelly can tighten up. He is a master of painting the buoys as they come across that exit buoy from the north turn. Down the front straightaway they come. Shane is now pulled out to a little bit more of a lead, but we know that he has got an extra lap to run. So does J. Michael Kelly, and so does Dave Villwalk in the U40. Checkered flag coming up, but it won't be for these 2 front-running boats. We'll see if it's Jeff Bernard.
Jamie Nielsen.
Jamie Nielsen as they come off the turn, looking at J. Michael Kelly coming up the backstretch. But your winner is going to be, it looks like Jeff Bernard. We're watching Dave Villwalk right now. But it looks like Jeff Bernard because the other 3 jumped the gun. It looks like it will be Jeff Bernard and then Jamie Nielsen. First 2 finishers now. We've got another podium finisher coming. And we'll see that could very well be Jimmy Shane in the Miss HomeStreet.
This is the kind of stuff I thought might happen because of these guys. It's like a final heat, every heat here this weekend. And
there's Jeff Bernard.
Again, they came up a little bit early. It's only about a 10-second run off the exit pit, and they were there in like 14 seconds. So that's hard to do.
Goodman Real Estate, Jeff Bernard, the U91, one of the 2 Miss Madison racing craft. That was a little older Miss Madison from 2007, the year it was built. Jimmy Shane's from 2018. It was built about 4 years ago. So the boats are on their way back to the pit. Nate, you thought it might come down to everybody trying to get to the starting line a little ahead of the others, and somebody drew them over.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they're all amped up. This is Seafair. It's one of the biggest races of the year. I'd say it's the biggest race of the year for all the sponsors here this weekend. So they're all ready to go. They all want to get up there. You don't want to, lose your spot in that first corner. So you got to protect your lanes. They all sneaked up, and yeah, they all jumped, or not all, but 3 of them did. So good job for Jeff Bernard and Jamie Nielsen.
Yep.
Those points are really important.
Little intrigue in Heat 1. Thank you, fellas, and we'll be back after this.
me to take my pants so they don't stink up your case very much longer? Either that or I can give you my socks.
Really?
What time do you think you're going to leave? Undetermined? Don't get it. I got stuff in my pocket.
Yep, both of them? Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to get it.
What if I just give you an excuse in my car and you just go drop them off? Well, isn't that easier than coming out here? I trust you. You know, what point you just please try to put it back somewhere a little bit out of view. There's a break there. Well, I don't know that. All I wanted to do is try to cooperate and do everything I could to support you with your dream today. So.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be back.
Okay. They said they were getting TV Yes, they said they were getting television announcers. Josh does. Oh, after this year?
Hell no, we're not touching that thing.
We'll just have a line on the floor. You run your cables this way, I'll run my cables this way. We'll meet in the middle. If it's this